Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Victoria 3, the Great Qing. The world is revolting. Well, now it's not so bad. Let me rephrase that. The world is embroiled in a revolution, while we are not, because we are smart, and they're not. Now, we're going to make use of that. But first things first. This is part, I think, 5 of my Great Qing playthrough of Victoria 3. We have 30 years left in the game, and I intend to dominate the world. Well, maybe not conquer everything, depends on, how quickly things will go, but definitely dominate it. You could argue I already do, with 1.4 billion GDP, and all the yellow things are mine, including half of France, but there's still more to do, there's still more to take. Ooh, interesting, the Ottomans would agree to be a protectorate. Were they not at war? But they are at war, and it's a big one. And also, it's gonna take a long time, longer than I am willing to wait. So, shall we go full infamy yet? In a moment. First, let's make use of some of the things we've prepared earlier, like invading Egypt and Portugal. They are our subjects. I could leave them out of this, theoretically. But the more puppets we have, the better, especially before we engage some of the bigger foes in our path. Oh, before we do anything, if I had an obligation, I could actually get New Granada to be subject. How about Brazil? Them too. Now, in the meantime, there was a patch. Now, I am on an invalid save file now. I hope this doesn't break, and we can continue this wonderful campaign. Let's start our offensive by taking Portugal. They are subject, so nobody will mind too much, unless, of course, we also take their allies in the war. Alternatively, we can take Egypt, who will be helped by a couple of smaller states as well. And actually, Egypt might be better for us, because we will have a connection to Austria if we do that, for later. Alright, let's do Egypt. They're not particularly big or rich compared to us, but we're adding them to our family of subjects, let's say. Okay, it's time to go full infamy. Egypt shall become my subject. That's quite a bit of radicals, but we've proven that it's not really a problem. Oh, can I do another diplomatic play in the meantime? No, sadly. Only one at a time, which is a pity. I do hope France doesn't become a major power in the meantime. That would ruin many of my plans. Oh, okay, they need at least 850 prestige. That's a long way for them to go. Similar for the Ottomans. Enact oligarchy, really? No. Alright, I can sway someone to my side. Spain is helping me on their own. Nice. And of course, many more small countries are joining this. Let's decide which of them we want to conquer. And which we can conquer, because if something's landlocked, it's going to be difficult. Alright, so these small ones, Hausa, right, they all have access to the sea. They're all valid options. Definitely want Montenegro, because from there we can attack Austria if we so choose. Oh, wait a minute, what is my infamy? 34. If I add all these countries as puppets, it's not going to be too bad. Right, let's add all of them. We have enough maneuvers for all? Looks like it. All of you will be my puppets. And let's not do anything else. Maybe someone will be swayed to their side, which I doubt. Oh, they surrendered. Wait a minute. Did they surrender? Egypt backs down. Oh, cool. That was quick. Well, we didn't get all the other countries, but we did get Egypt, and our infamy is down. When I unpause, it should turn yellow. Well, it will, eventually. And they are a puppet. Excellent. Who's next? Portugal. Same thing. Make puppet. It would be nice if Spain actually joined in on this one and kept supporting us, because then I won't have to do a naval invasion against Portugal. Spain has been a great ally. I'm going to treat you very well when I conquer you as my subject. Egypt, why are you not yellow? Why did you not change your color? God damn it. Also, oh crap, they're in a war against Austria. Maybe everything will fix itself when they're no longer at war. Ah, they're yellow. Excellent. See, this lets me know how far my reach is. Right, so Portugal has been abandoned by almost everybody. They did have some helpers. Benin, where is Benin? Here. Oh, and we boarded them. Excellent. Let's conquer them as well. Now, Benin is pretty small, isn't it? Well, it's not that bad. 9 million GDP. Cool. We're gonna conquer you. Well, make you a puppet. And let's add war reparations from Portugal and from Benin. And that will be it, unless somebody else joins in on this. And France, really? Oh, well then, make puppet out of France. Should we do that? Yes, we should. Well, full infamy it is. Who can I sway? I can't sway anybody. That's fine. I don't need anybody. Okay, it's happening. Spain, don't abandon me. I'm gonna need you. Right, time to mobilize. Do we have any troops in reserves? I do, because I built my army up. We'll need to work on that before we mobilize. It's going to be much easier this way. We have 91 in reserve here. Let's promote some generals. Promote and promote and promote. Excellent. Any more battalions in reserve? Yes. Some in northern China. I'm going to promote you twice. Excellent. Flotillas in reserve. Why are you not... Oh, maybe you're mobilizing or something. And you do have flotillas in reserve. We'll get another admiral. Pious bandit. Sure. And I'll need to promote him, won't I? Or add another one, which means more simultaneous naval invasions. One ship in Manchuria. One ship is not a lot, is it? Let's leave it for now. Now, mobilize all usually crushes my game, so just do it manually. We will not need naval invasions this time, because we border everybody. Well, almost. It's not that important. Time to send people to the front lines. Oh, Luxembourg, sure, yeah. We own Luxembourg after all, but we cannot reach it. That's a formality. Sending some troops to France. They will have a lot, but not enough to threaten us, after all. Will they? Right, Benin, sure, send some here. The other colonial territories are unimportant compared to the rest. So we can just send more troops to France and Portugal. Well, Portugal is very weak, so one army is enough here. I could send some troops to colonial territories of France just to avoid losing territory even temporarily, but I think just beating them up in their home territory faster is more important, as it will let us end the war faster. Alright, continue. Now I'm actually gonna be disappointed if they back out. Guys mobilizing? Yes, you are. Oh, something messed up my notification. Might be the fact that it's an older save, but I can just get my generals going from this tab here. Well, I'm actually pretty happy I can get France in this war. I planned to do it in the next one. Now, going full infamy is an actual thing now, because we have 253 infamy. We are a pariah. Nobody's gonna do any business deals with us anymore, so we're not going to make, say, Brazil or the Ottomans into a subject. Not a problem. We've milked this protection scam for what it was worth. Now time to go more aggressive. What is this? Chechnya rebelling against Russia. Not my problem. Now, my problem is rooting out the countries that are no longer great powers, even though they're big and strong, and puppeting them, like the Ottomans, maybe. Should I damage relations? They no longer like me, so I can attack them if I so choose. From Egypt. Police brutality. This actually does not hurt us very much. Actually, this is a positive event, however weird that sounds, for our government, because we will temporarily lower law enforcement, but also get more approval from our ruling groups. All I need to do now is just go to institutions and bring this back up to its former level. Right, since I am going full infamy, am I colonizing everything I can? No, I'm not. Let's go back to colonizing. No longer need to bankroll Canada. Actually, no longer need to bankroll anybody. Should I keep destroying relations with, say, Denmark? Well, they are a subject, and it's going to be very easy to conquer them. But on the other hand, I don't need to do it. If I already am going full infamy, let's stop damaging relations, and we're just going to attack the best targets, and we'll damage relations if there are no better targets left. Because my subjects, my protectorates, won't actually get angry at me for what I'm doing. See, Sweden, loyal. Doesn't matter to them that I'm doing all that aggressive stuff. Let's see, is anybody else supporting you? Can I sway somebody? Spain is helping me. I'm really appreciate it. Thank you, Spain. Well, you no longer like me, but as long as you don't leave the war, that's fine. And then I'll make you a puppet afterwards. Oh, revolutionary Sweden, really? Well, actually, Sweden is my subject, so I will help them. Was this? Hausa, not my problem. Let's take one army. Wait, where are my armies? Did the game really break with the update? Military. Where are you? Oh, you're traveling. Okay, let's take two smaller generals, like you, and send them to Sweden and protect our investment. Oh, there's 3 front lines here. 4 even. Ah, they'll manage. Was that? Lanfang. Peasant revolt. I don't really care that much. If I have free troops, I'll send them there. Oh, and this guy is still unavailable. See, I sent him on an expedition once. He went back, and then he just retired, keeping his troops. He's just gonna be unavailable forever, apparently. Now, before this escalates fully, I want to add some war goals, but I'm waiting to see if anybody else joins. Alright, nobody else seems to join, so let's also get war reparations from France. I could also ban slavery, because we're the good guy here. Should I raise taxes yet? Maybe not immediately. I have to use up those reserves someday. And maybe my people will be slightly happier. I'll just increase taxes in a moment. Right, time to go. Tremble, France, and others. Have my generals arrived? Yes, they have. Excellent. And that's Nesht again. Nesht has been rebelling my whole game. First against the British, now against itself. Oh, North German Federation actually defeated the rebellion. We're still a major power. Yes, you are. Well, a great power, to be exact. And Spain will become a great power when? They cannot, because they're my subject. Well, I'm going to attack you afterwards, and hopefully get you to be my puppet before you ascend to be, a great power. I don't know who's next. We'll see about that. For now, Spain has been great to me. They no longer like me, but that's not gonna last. And they're still in our customs union, so they cannot become a major power. War has started. Excellent. Go. Luxembourg is gonna fall. It's not a problem. Already moving in on Portugal and on Benin. Actually, Benin has more troops than I anticipated they would, but it doesn't matter since mine are better. Langfang Peasant Revolt. Do we wanna send people there? Oh, actually, I might. Who's that? Dutch East Indies are helping. Oh, Dutch East Indies, you handle that, please. Ah, god damn it. I completely forgot Portugal has territory here. Right, we're gonna need to transfer one army. Let's also see if the new update still lets you teleport generals. You first have to click them on a defensive stance and then immediately on an offensive one in the same place. Yeah, it still works. Okay, good. How could I have forgotten that? That's not gonna last long. Am I getting more loyalists? No, I'm not. My people don't really like me, do they? But they obey, and that's what matters. Also, stop bankrolling people. I haven't checked before the fight if Morocco was willing to accept my thingy. They wouldn't. Austria's gonna lose. Portugal is almost taken over. Oh no, actually, it's not as bad as I thought, because the front line goes like weirdly like this. But we will take them over in a moment. Anyway, France, are we advancing? Some migration we don't really care about. Swedish liberal revolt. We'll help them with that. How are you doing against France? France is pretty powerful, isn't it? This might go badly. Although, yeah, I don't really understand the combat system. Why am I bringing so few troops to the front lines? But I should be much stronger than France. Even just basing this on our military projection and stuff like that. We're winning in Sweden. Good. What's that? Communist air versus revolutionary air. Smell that air. Liberia. Fighting the United States, not my problem. I have 3 wars of my own already. Should I do a naval invasion in the north of France just to move the front lines or something? No active battles. They're actually winning battles against me. Which is strange because my troops should be superior. See? My offense is higher. Oh, now I'm winning. Good. Matabele launches a native uprising. Circassia, not my problem. Native uprising, very much my problem. And we will handle it. Eventually. Right, Portugal is taken over. They'll realize that soon enough and surrender. And I'm pushing them out of China. Yeah, they went into it. It's my own fault. Shouldn't have let them. Oh well. I wonder if France has oil they could give me. I suppose we will see soon. I'd like to send someone to the Langfang peasant revolt, just so we can make it end sooner. Let's take this guy from Sweden. Him. Do I have a front line available? I do. Teleporting generals. Here we go. The game crashed around the 20th of October. Nothing too significant happened, so let's just continue from the autosave. Crush Polish secession versus revoke Austrian claims. Good moment to attack Austria. France is really defending itself well. I will crush them, but it may take more time than I anticipated. Idle General, where should I send you? This is taken care of. This is unimportant. African stuff mostly unimportant. Just strengthen the main army in Sweden. We want to finish this soon. Free government reform. Do we want to do that? What if I would? Getting scholar officials would give me lots of legitimacy. Getting armed forces wouldn't. Industrialists in the communications party would give me a bit. Let's get the scholar officials back in the government just to boost our legitimacy. Bureaucratic shortfall. Are you sure? Oh yeah, actually I could use more bureaucracy. Yeah, no matter. I can just build more buildings that give it. Russia trying to annex Austria trying to annex Krakow, not really my problem. And this is what? Oh, that's the colonial uprising. Where are you located so I can send troops there? Definitely need to send an army there just to make it go away faster. Take one of the armies from France and destroy them quickly, please. Luxembourg is defending itself. They will not succeed, but they are trying. How are you doing on the battles? Lost 1, won 1. About here? Same. I thought we would do better. My troops are stronger, but not my full army is there, so cancel the unproductive and inactive trade routes. Yes, I know I have an oil shortage. The Brits would sell me some. Sure, as long as we're not enemies at the moment. Crush communist Sweden. Right, Benin has capitulated. Excellent, that frees up an army. Or does it? Well, it doesn't really matter since Benin has already capitulated. If they want to fight in Africa, you can. Oh, that's where you moved. Yeah, this is not very important for the war effort. I don't need to take France's African colonies. I just need to take France itself. And I am doing that. Alright, we got some territory up here. And some up here. Good. So many migrations lately. Serbia, not my problem. Whoa, you've mobilized the British Republic is supporting this. Seriously, Britain? That's what you would do? Should I just back down this one? I mean, I want to fight Britain, just not at the moment, and I can't add a war goal because I missed it. So I won't get anything out of Britain, even though I would be fighting them. It's not that important, but I can just conquer this back later. If you want Zambia, Chingzambezi, which one is that? And Chingzambezi. You know what, I'm gonna back down. Not that I don't think we would win, because we would. I just don't want the hassle at the moment. We have bigger fish to fry. One big fish over here. We'll destroy the Brits later on, with the help of the conquered French, and possibly Austria, if the radicals win and have low prestige. We'll see. Spain is rising rapidly, we just need to attack them quickly. Otherwise they will become a major power. Portugal has become a puppet. Excellent. Now we just have France left in this war. Military aviation and first flight. That's a lot of prestige, isn't it? Now, if I were to use planes, how much would that cost me? Oil. Not a lot, actually. Not a lot of oil. How much oil do I have in the market? Settle orders. Well, We do have an oil shortage, definitely. I should reorganize the industry a bit. Chemical plants and glasswork, and maybe motor industries. Glasswork, get rid of the consumer plastics, use crystal glass instead. Chemical plants, do you need the oil? Use improved fertilizers without oil. How about now? Oh, we'll have a glass shortage because of that. Well, better a glass shortage than an oil shortage at the moment. Also, I can always build more glass places. Wait, they're still using it? Or did it just not update yet? Oh, I did not update yet. Okay, excellent. Now I can use oil in my military. I could actually do chemical weapons specialist. I probably should. And again, capturing provinces is important. Infiltrators might be better. You know what? Let's not mess with the army in the middle of the war. I'll just give them recon planes. This will do. War among the clouds. The ace officer. Right, who's this guy? A general. Army offense for him permanently or popularity. Army offense is better. You do your thing. New research. We've researched almost everything. That's how advanced we then are. Ooh, flamethrowers actually gives a flat bonus to kill rate. I didn't realize that. Even if we don't actually use it as our main thingy. Let's do flamethrowers then. Austria is at war with a revolution and with Russia. Let me see this. You know what? Not my problem. France is my problem. And Sweden. And actually Britain came very close. Fortunately, I backed out of this one. See, temporarily losing some territory in Africa is not a big deal. We will retake it when we want to. Let's raise taxes. Revolutionary landfang is over. Now for Sweden. Wales is getting a peasant revolt. Well, if you accepted to be my protectorate, you wouldn't have this problem, would you? And I could beat up the Brits from there. Now I need to focus on France now, because this is not going as well as I would hope. Communist Sweden annexed. Now, where are all those generals going to? Because I want them all in France. Or do I? Well, they just became unassigned. Attack from Brittany. I can always activate conscription, but it costs a lot of money to do so. I'd rather not. Not gonna take sides. I mean, I wish there was a diplomatic option like, become my subject and I'll save you or something like that. And I definitely would join, but not as it is. I think it's time to do some naval invasions in France. Help our troops this way. With a special focus on Picardy. Ooh, actually, took too many troops from the southern front. I think it'll be fine. It's gonna take a while, but defeating France is proving quite difficult. See, theoretically it shows I have a big advantage. But then in reality, I don't. Because why? Just not taking enough troops into battle, it seems. Maybe instead of, spreading my armies, I should just make super big generals like this guy. Maybe he's the only one I should leave here. You, switch to the southern front. Teleportation mode, please. Don't usually use that, but doesn't really make sense for them to take like months to go around this little bit of territory. Yeah, leave the main general. See how well he performs. Somali migration. Don't care. Is Spain helping me? Can we make Russia fall to not be a major power and then puppet them in one attack? That would be great. I might do that just by humiliating them enough. Najd again. I'm so surprised. And Ecuador. Not my problem. France seems to be a tough nut to crack. How long do you need to prepare for those naval invasions? Let me see. 8 more days. 1.5 billion GDP. Let's check the market. Lots of services. Bit of a surplus even. I need more tools. Iron. I'm building iron mines. Tools, electricity, glass, lead. More iron mines. Don't want to do diesel engines. Oil is too precious. I wish I could do steam tanks. Because we have coal. Lots of it. Glassworks. Oh, and electricity, of course. Hope France has some oil. Actually, I should check in the French market. Where's your oil? You have 10 oil. I'm gonna take that. One other thing I wish you could do is just build stuff in your subjects' territories. Like Peru, Bolivia. They're my subject. I'd like to build some oil rigs for them. How's the battle going? Not well. But the naval invasions have landed. Excellent. And you are on the offensive, aren't you? Yes, you are. Good. Do that. Take territory. Surround France. They're tougher than I anticipated, but still, I think we'll win. Income growing, nice. Naval invasions failed here, but they succeeded in the north. Okay, excellent. Low market access. I should probably deal with this, shouldn't I? Qing, Botswana. Why do you have low market access? It's due to war stuff, so let's ignore that. Although, I did build coal mines there, so here's your railway. 2 railways even. Get more railways going. Shortage of aeroplanes. Wait a minute. Do I need to build aeroplanes as a separate thingy? I do! I forgot about that. That was silly. Right, go back to bicycles and build planes. Yeah, completely forgot I have to build planes separately. Well, forgot is not the right word. I just didn't know or think to know or check that. Doesn't matter. Build planes. Will that be enough? Yeah. In retrospect, I should have known that. Prioritize the railways and war machine industries to make planes. They'll take a lot of oil, won't they? Hell, that's a lot of money we're making. I really should go to, being able to subsidize stuff. We'll do interventionism, and we can subsidize oil with this. How are you guys doing with your attacks? We're not being pushed back, that's something. And we do own some French territories. And France cannot go below their exhaustion because I don't hold their capital. Their capital is closest to the northern front, so I suppose I could transfer some troops there. Why do you take so few troops into battle? I don't understand this. He has like 60 battalions, but he takes 9 into battle. See? I have cannons, they have muskets. I will outlast them. Perhaps I should send some of my guys to the colonies. No, I'll let my subjects deal with this. International telephone exchange. Sure, let's talk to Sierra Leone. Now, ideally I wanted to take Belgium before I took France in my first plans. Oh, we're actually advancing. Excellent. But this is good too. They are kind of surrounded, although they did push back a bit. When we take Paris, they should surrender, as the French do when you take Paris. Oh, we're winning a battle. Excellent. Do more of that. Now, if we time everything right, we might be able to beat up Spain after this. We don't even have a truce. They owe us an obligation. Oh, they even have a dominion. Oh yeah, I think I gave it to them. And 1 million surplus cash. Well, 3 million if you don't count the construction. Is that East India Company? Wait your turn, East India Company. It'll come. See, this annoys me. I have like 500 troops here, and they're using 16. There's probably some logic behind it, but yeah, this advantage that I supposedly have doesn't seem to do very much. I've had it since the start, and they haven't pushed a single tile from the south. Yeah, if I can subsidize whaling and, oil rigs, then maybe I can make them extract a bit more. The problem with the whaling is that I don't have enough population there. Industrials are happy. When did that happen? I've started to... Wait, I don't hold Ile-de-France, but I must have held it for a moment, because their war exhaustion dipped temporarily. You want to be puppeted? Oh, you do? That's enough fighting for you. Well, excellent. Propose peace deal. Let's slow the game down so we can attack Portugal, so we can attack Spain immediately. Alright, pause. Spain. Make puppet. Immediately. Before they become a great power, and they are very close to doing that. So we got France as a subject. Immediately attack Spain. Do I need to mobilize my troops again? Yes. You will not be demobilized very much in the near future, my dear troops. Oh yeah, he's busy doing something. Portugal is now my puppet. Oh, and Austria. Wait a minute, I'm still alright with Austria. And they're gonna abandon me, doesn't really matter. But Italy is gonna join in. What could I do to Italy? Discord within the rural folk. I didn't really care about enacting this quickly. Sure, the first one. Spain will be a very good puppet for me. They have been a good ally, now they're going to be a good subject. This time I will cover colonial front lines. Let's wait and see if anybody joins them. You want me to liberate the Netherlands if I lose? Well, I'm not gonna lose, but that's a strange choice. Oh, right, I need to speed the game up again. I slowed it down so they wouldn't, quickly become a major power in the meantime. Can they do that? In the meantime, they're still my subject, even though, because this didn't break the customs union. As long as they're in the customs union, they cannot stop being my subject. And thus, they cannot become a great power, and thus, they cannot invalidate the war goal. Who else is gonna get involved? Was it Cuba? I'll add the war goals later. I'll just send you guys to the front lines. Is Italy gonna be problematic for me? Probably. It's attacking across the mountains and all that. I can make Bulungan a puppet. I probably will. But first, let's wait a bit. See who else we get into this. And if they fold, sure, free puppet, without fighting. Fighting is actually very expensive. Rivalry broken. Oh, do I no longer have valid rivals? I do. Let's rival the Germans. I'm not gonna rival Spain yet. I'm not sure how that will affect the customs union, which I'm relying on heavily. Nejd again. And who's that? Khiva. Not my problem. Belgium, I think you're next. Communist air fighting revolutionary air. Right next to air. Let's check the great powers. Is Russia actually going to fall? Yeah, Russia might be reduced to no longer be a great power. That would be absolutely excellent for me. Nobody else is joining, so I suppose we should add our war goals. Get a puppet. What's a subject? Oh yeah, we could do that. But if we annex, vassalize Spain, a puppet, is the right word, their puppets will become my puppets, so it doesn't matter. Italy, do you have any subjects? You don't. So for Italy, we just have to take territory directly or release countries from them, or humiliate them or something. Could get war reparations, but money doesn't really mean that much to us anymore. Liberate country. Liberate Rome. Could do that. How about conquering territories? From Italy only. How about we take Sardinia? And what is this? Piedmont, sure. Piedmont and Savoy. Don't really want territories directly. I'd prefer subjects, but there really isn't a good way to do this here. But, I have 40 maneuvers left, so I could take more than this. How about Emilia-Romagna? And we have 15 maneuvers left. So that's not going to be enough to conquer a state, is it? No. Well, from a subject that I'm going to get anyway, so it's not important. About a war reparation. I could get a war reparation from Italy. That's a bit of money. Sure. Okay, that's it. Will you back down? It's fine if you do. Now, I really want Russia to stop being a great power, because then, well, it's going to be cool. Austria, not doing so well, but they're still defending themselves. They might be locked in a perpetual war. I have a lot of money. So I'm going to increase wages for the government, people, and for the military, and lower taxes. Because I can afford that. Because I'm just so rich. Hey France, how do you like being my subject? Oh, also, I should have made them change their ideology. You know what? As long as they pay their fair share to me, it's fine. And they are paying. Oh, yes, they are. Just look at this, diplomatic pacts from all the puppets. So excellent. France is actually not paying that much. Oh no, it's war reparations. Where's the puppet payment? Yeah, they're paying quite a lot. Egypt is paying a lot. And they seem to really be thriving in our market. Oh, what happened? Seriously? Did Spain fold? How did I miss this? Spain backs down. Here it is. Ha! Cool. Alright, got another puppet. Full infamy is quite cool, isn't it? Right, what do we have here? Portugal is having trouble. Now, I haven't mobilized yet, so before I do anything about that, can I start my next play? So, Russia, are you still a great power? Yes, but not for long. How about the Ottomans next? Let's think about this. Someone who's close to being a great power, but not being it. Ottomans are unrecognized, so they can't become a great power, but having them as a puppet could be nice. Sweden, Canada, I would need to damage relations. Brazil, a good possibility. Brazil likes me, but they're also allied to Ecuador, so if I attacked Ecuador, I could get Brazil as well. Oh no, they were allied to Ecuador. It's no longer the case. They are allied to Venezuela though, so I could get them through that, because I can't attack them directly, since our relations are too good. So Ottomans, Brazil, Persia is also an option, and Afghanistan, but our relations are just too good. You know what, I'm gonna be damaging relations with all the people here who, oh, you don't like me, who I'm going to be attacking, and who like me, thus making it impossible to attack them. Like Japan. Suppose I could just expel diplomats. Sure, my infamy is high enough already. And we'll leave our subjects for later. Or I could do Wales. Countries may side with the enemy North German Federation. Aren't you busy? So how strong are you? Because they might be quite strong, really. Well, not as strong as I am, but I don't really want to fight them just yet. I'd rather pick off all the weaker ones first. But let's do the Ottomans. They can come in handy. Say, fighting Austria, eventually. Make a puppet. Ottoman Empire will no longer be an empire. It will be an Ottoman puppet. Let's start mobilizing. Well, let's also maybe not send the generals out just yet. Let's see who else gets involved, if anyone. Montenegro and... who's that? Trucial states, where are you? Here. Sure, I can puppet you as well. Oh yeah, we definitely want to send some troops over here. Protect Portugal. Italy joins. Italy really doesn't like me, do they? Well, I'm gonna have to threaten to take her stuff again. For now, one general to every front line. Having Egypt is going to make taking the Ottomans much easier. And we'll need to launch naval invasions. That will record generals. I wish you could pre-plan naval invasions. Okay, I'll leave the other generals out, so maybe the naval invasions can use them. Because I'll need to invade Montenegro, as well as a small country down here. Has this front line moved in the last few years? Did they fold? Really? Alright. I mean, I know we're scary. I suppose that is the logical decision. Who's next? Russia, are you still a major power? Great power, sorry. Not for a long time. Ottomans, taken. Excellent. Oh, I can't do diplomatic plays because I'm mobilized, and we have to deal with the Portugal situation. Sure. I suppose we can take a short break from major moves on the political scene, and instead do a casual war in Portugal. I didn't expect them to back down, but it's good. In all that time, we didn't have to mobilize anyone. Who should be next? Oh, wait a minute. I actually was able to start a diplomatic play for a short moment there, declare neutrality on this. Maybe I can. I can actually declare play against East India Company. Is that because they're in a different region than everything I'm doing? Also, why can't I do transfer subject? Do you have puppets I want? Let's see what we can and cannot do. I can also do stuff in South America. Can I do Venezuela? Yes, I can. Alright, so I guess it depends on a couple of factors. Venezuela, New Granada, Brazil. Excellent. You are my next targets. Add war goal. Make a puppet. You know what? Let's see if they leave the war. Because if they do, that would be a wasted war goal, wouldn't it? Oh, wait a minute. If I do that, maybe they will not be able to leave the war. So Brazil and New Granada shall be my new puppets. Whoa, I'm not paying extra for this. I'm not that interested in this law. So how's my money? Need to boost market access. Should I get more construction capacity? I think I should, because I already lowered taxes. Didn't really change much in terms of loyalty. I guess I could just get buildings faster. Construction capacity to be expanded. How much do I have again? Right, let's add 50. Use those huge sums of money we're making to build stuff even faster. Increase the GDP. Oh, Radical Austria has fragmented. What is this? No, it's Austria again. So you rebranded. Radical Austria rebranded back to Austria, it seems. Alright, they might get more rebellions. We'll see. Now, I have way too many generals sent to Portugal. Let's use the military screen to reassign them. Right, and I think we'll need to do naval invasions on Venezuela. Because if New Granada surrenders too quickly, then we might not be able to reach it. We'll see. We'll see. This should give us the majority of the continent. Oh, right. We also have territory here, don't we? Also, why is there no front line here? Maybe it'll create itself when they get into the war, because they're my puppets, so they will. Ah, someone joined? Who? Britain, really? Well, yeah, it makes sense they joined, but really would rather that they didn't. Send you over here. Well, Britain seems to be looking for a beating. We shall deliver. And I have just enough maneuvers to take something off of them. How about a bit of territory, which I can use to attack them from? Revolutionary Portugal. Yeah, we'll deal with them. Construction capacity increasing. Some smaller fronts are created. Do we care? Sure. Let's exercise our authority over the Ottomans. Okay, what is this? Oh, North German Federation and Austria. German leadership. Are they gonna merge? That would be disastrous. Also, I need to decrease Russia's prestige. Still have a truce? Well, I'm doing a diplomatic play, so... Yeah, this is terrible. You don't want Austria and Germany to merge. That would be, I guess, absolutely not my problem yet. It will be a problem, though, and a big one. Ooh, what is that? Radical Great Britain against British Republic. Aren't you guys already radical? How radical can you get? Let's compare them. Right, you have everyone in the government and you have the unions. Is that like a third revolution in Britain or the second? I don't know anymore. Wonder who's gonna win? Well, we have them on the ropes here. Then conquering a state is actually going to be difficult if it's taken over by the revolutionaries or something. But I want an in Britain. How about the Highlands? Maybe you can hold on to that. I'm taking a risk because if radical Great Britain wins, I won't get anything. But then again, if radical Britain wins, I won't have to fight them. We'll go left for anything else. Conquer state, something from Britain maybe. Yeah, I can get something. Malta. Sure, let's get Malta. And I'm not going to interfere in your revolution. I'm going to pick up the pieces afterwards. It would be really nice if I could get a bit of the British Isles so I can attack them easily afterwards. Is anybody else going to join? You want an Ashanti market opened. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. 44 million GDP. Wait a minute, you're no longer a great power, are you? Well, you are. For now. I see another puppet candidate. Was that Communist Wallachia? No. You guys about done with Portugal? Almost. War with Venezuela has broken out. Oh, and the Brits we're actually fighting are the weaker Brits, so they're gonna lose. And they're also fighting us, which makes it even more likely that they're gonna lose. I'll send you some reinforcements once we're done with Portugal, and we are almost done with Portugal. Let's keep checking the major powers, just so we don't miss Russia falling out. Although Russia is increasing its prestige. I really need to beat them up soon. Well, 2 of my puppets have higher prestige than Russia. Still, I need to get them out of being a great power. Some humiliation would do it. Still fighting Portugal with huge forces? Yes, you are. God damn it, I'm just so rich. Keep making money. 1.7 billion GDP. 4,782 construction capacity currently. And still making a profit. Secession possible. Uyghur. Well, we'll crush them if that happens. Portugal fronts deactivated. Let's send them out to South America. Let's maybe not use teleporting generals, because it's actually far, so it would take them a while to travel. Fight on the islands. Why not? Take some colonial stuff too. Everything that doesn't require you to actually land in Britain, I guess. Although I suppose I could, but I'll just wait for them to, get destroyed. Then again, it would be nice to have the highlands, so maybe I should. So do the naval invasions after all. Was that... Wait a minute. The Afro-American uprising has an uprising. Yeah, that's revolutions for you. Am I gonna be able to take the Highlands? I doubt it. The new revolution in Britain is probably gonna take them over before we can. Very slow progress in Brazil. Well, it is difficult terrain, I suppose. He's so busy I can't even retire him. He got the coziest job. Revolutionary Portugal is no more. The formation of Super Germany is a bit concerning. Let's hope it doesn't really happen. Nackman's success is gonna go down quite a lot. Military revolt, which we're going to ignore. And the Najd. I'm so surprised. I need more troops here. Should probably cancel some naval invasions, but let's wait. Should either take effect soon or just be cancelled. Alright, they're landing. And you failed, didn't you? Alright, let's send this guy here. We landed in Ireland. And we landed in the Highlands. North Andean migration. Yeah, I don't care about migrations. That's a well-balanced budget, isn't it? Are we actually going to get the Highlands? Looks like we might. Changing taxes doesn't really seem to affect the loyalists. Maybe I should bring them back up. So I need to check on this war because this is pretty important. German leadership. Oh, renounce their ambition to unify Germany. So only one of them can unify Germany and form Germany. Okay, but does the winner automatically form Germany with the other? If so, this is very powerful. We'll see. Russia is no longer a great power. Oh, it's going to be so cool. I can't wait. Right, end this war quickly. I have better things to do. So we occupy Northern Britain and Southern Ireland. What else should I occupy? I think I added Malta to the peace conditions. I suppose I could just land it there. That's not crucial. More people to New Granada. And somebody over here. Brazil? Difficult to invade. Actually, I might need to do Naval invasions in Brazil. Yeah, that should do the trick. We're in a bit of a hurry because I really want to beat Russia up. What is this map? Something got messed up. Right, where is your capital? Here, Rio. Invade multiple bits of territory close by. Oh, Russia, I can't wait to beat you up. Oh, I ran out of stuff to build. Check the market. Tools, lots of tools. I need more coal. I think I built all the coal mines I could. Won't be a problem. Some more engines and fruit and explosives. Oh, and power plants as always. Can I somehow get more coal? Well, I can build the mines, but there are no people to work them. I will build some even when there are no people, just so maybe we can get a balance, you know, them automatically hiring people there because there's a demand and all that. Or maybe better migration attraction. Probably not going to change much. Need a lot of electricity. I suppose I could go back down to steam engines. That would halve the amount of engines we're making. Freeing up electricity, no, it's not worth it. And I can't go to diesel ones because, of course, oil. So the engines have to stay as they are. The war machines. Are you actually making the war machines? Which should mean I am able to switch to aerial stuff now. Can't I? Although we could do chemical weapons. That would increase our army power projection significantly. However, province capture rate is decreased, and that's actually not what we want. Province capture is important. Might want to switch to infiltrators. Flamethrowers. Let's do stormtroopers. Britain's still holding on. Can they actually surrender to them before... Oh, they did. Am I now at war with the other Britain? The new British... Wait a minute, I controlled this territory. How did this go to you? What the hell? So I invaded it, my troops took the territory, but because they got a revolution, it was automatically transferred back to them. So my naval invasion did nothing. Well, good to know, goddammit. Oh, and I also got pushed back out of here. No, that's a tad annoying if you ask me. Hey, landed in Brazil. At least that is working out nicely. Well, I'll set up new naval invasions soon. Once these finish, in a couple of days. And this is actually looking quite promising. Our naval invasions are landing everywhere. Brazil is almost ours. Good. We have a couple of idle generals. Let's see if I can make them invade Britain. British Republic has a weird flag. Plan some naval invasions of Britain. Who are the major powers now because I got lost? Almost no great powers left. And even Britain is not one anymore. Well, if only that revolution happened before I was fighting them. No matter. Now the priority is to catch Russia before they can climb back up to being a great power. Brazil had no troops down here. Out of stuff to construct once again. Time for some fruit. Banana plantations. Wars get a little bit chaotic. Rousing speech. Sure, enactment chance increased. It's something I want, but something I don't actually need that much. Right, industrialists or trade unions? Trade unions. 1.8 billion GDP. Oh, we're fighting the naval invasions. Come on, destroy the Brits. Funny thing is, I can only get the highlands out of this. Oh, out of construction again. More bananas, please. Grow lots of bananas. How are you doing in the battle? Lots of defense, but there's more of us. Brazil has capitulated. Excellent. I just need to reach Venezuela. I'll do naval invasions if I have to, but perhaps I won't have to. And we have landed in Britain, taking over most of it. Good. Beat them up. England headquarters. Oh, I don't have the capital. Do I have the capital? I do. Okay, good. Capitulate Brits. I'm not taking that much. British Republic declared rivalry. Thank you for reminding me. The Brits seemed rather boned. I keep running out of stuff to build. Right, I built a lot of banana farms. What's next? Glassworks. And lead mines, if we can get more, and clothes. And clothing workshops. Oh, and some railways, apparently. I should probably put some troops here. Nah, my subjects are handling it. Oh, I even went to Ireland. Right, Britain should be capitulating, shouldn't they? Brits are willing to surrender. The rest are not. Not yet. Britain has capitulated. Excellent, we got the Highlands. I don't really care about the Highlands. Can I incorporate that? Yes. Actually, it goes to incorporate, yes. Don't really care about the state, other for strategic value, so I can attack from there. Oh, I managed to get the front. Can I access it? Looks like I can, somehow. Not sure how you'll get there, but you'll get there. And even more of you. South America looking a bit better now. More yellow. Highlands is isolated. Don't you have a port? Whoa, the Brits are backward here, apparently. How could you not build a port? Right, finish this quickly. I have Russia to beat up. And then the Brits again. How weak are you? So how long is our truce? 5 years. Well then, Britain, get ready. We'll only be left with 2 strong opponents who are currently fighting each other. Austria and Germany. Oh, in the United States too. I have been avoiding them. Crack down on any partisans. Did I crash the game? No, good. I'm not going to tolerate people behaving like animals in my country. New election. Who's winning? Oh, actually, these guys are going to get into the government. Alright. As long as you don't try to do oligarchy again. Oh, you are trying to do oligarchy. I need more explosives. I'm gonna do more naval invasions. What's with this map again? More naval invasions. We want to intervene in the political process. How much do we care? How much do the literati like me? They like me, so we can actually intervene a bit. That's a long war they're fighting, while we take over the world. And Germany keeps fighting Austria for no good reason. Let's check the great powers. Some very good opportunities here. Very good opportunities. Production's fine, income's fine. Need more oil, but oh well. Should I switch to flamethrowers? Let me just see how much oil we have. Looks like for some reason my new glassworks have defaulted to household plastics. Oh, let's also do manual glass blowing. Yeah, that's gonna save on oil. Let's check the flamethrowers out. Because chemical warfare, that's gonna reduce our capture of provinces, and we want to capture provinces. Dragoon of the Trenches. Kill rate or morale damage? Let's do morale damage. Will we be doing better now? And the naval invasions have landed. Excellent. Sure. Do we want to revive China's society? Yes. Alright, you guys help me finish this war quickly. Oh, income has risen. And might be because I am handling the shortage of... No, it's because I'm not constructing stuff. Ooh, I can do whaling in the highlands. Excellent. The compression ignition tractors, is that a new thing? Doesn't matter. Finish them off. New Granada and Venezuela should be capitulating soon. Naval invasions really are powerful. New Granada capitulates. Alright, and building. Tea plantations. Dye plantations. Save on oil, use steam donkeys. I guess I'll max out the logging camps. More or less. Alright, there's a lot of stuff to construct for you. And finish Venezuela off, please. A Karen uprising. Well, I'm sure this joke is not very funny, but they really need to see the manager. Election. Revive China society. Let's see, who should we get to the government? As good as it is, I guess. See, they have a place for an oil rig here, but they're not building it. And I am their overlord, so I should be able to somehow boost this or force them to build the oil rigs, or even build it for them. Capitulation, excellent. Venezuela has capitulated. Most of South America is mine. Well, in that case, you're almost there, Russia. Almost. Just need 30 more prestige. But you're too late. I'm going to puppet you. We'll have these allies, and they'll have, well, Britain might join them. Not a problem, we can handle everyone. That's a lot of front lines, isn't it? Oh, even here. Whose is it? French. Memel is French. Wow. Russia has one oil rig somewhere. If I can find it, I can take that province. Show production on map. Show me production on map. Where's the production? Oh, I can find it like this. Hovering over the map. It shows if it can support oil rigs. Although it's in the Russian market, so it doesn't necessarily have to be in Russia. It could be in Finland. Oh, Russia has not even invented pump jacks. God damn it. How backward are you? So if they have not invented it, it cannot be them. So Circassia, you have oil. 4 oil rigs, that's not a lot of oil rigs. Maybe not worth taking the territory directly. Let's begin damaging relations with Siberia. I might take them completely, rather than make a puppet out of them. We'll see. Anyway, let's see if anybody supports Russia. And of course, mobilize our troops. And Russia holds Constantinople, or Istanbul, at this point. We do have several points of attack, and they will not be able to stand up to that. Troops are assigned. Let's see if anybody helps them. I don't expect anybody to help them. Pal ships. Denmark and Sweden want to fight them. Actually, that could be helpful. Sweden, what do you want? A return state. Which state? Ireland. That's pretty cheap. You can have it. It's gonna make it a bit easier to beat them up. Don't really need Denmark, though. Oh! They fold. That's too easy. Hello, new puppet. Welcome to the Great Qing Market. You'll find that everything is better here. We even have the great technology of pump jacks. Well then, who's next? I'd say Britain, but Britain has a truce with me. How about Canada? Canada still likes me, so I can't attack them. United States. Well, they are a great power. There are only 5 of us left in the world. 5 great powers. And the United States are very close to falling out of that. Should I wait? Is their prestige increasing or decreasing? It is increasing, so I would need to humiliate them for a bit. Can I do that? Are you guaranteeing anyone? You're embargoing me. New Africa. Huh. Do you have oil? They have oil from whaling stations. Perhaps I should just take territories in the north directly. Like Canada. How much would it be to annex Canada? There's probably a lot of whaling there. Oh, and also hunting of whales. So, theoretically, can I annex a puppet? Do I have a puppet that hates me? I don't think I do. France does, but we're still in truce. In 2 years we will not be. Who did we attack before France? Was it Portugal? Neutral. Still truce, December of next year. Egypt is cordial. Do we still have the truce? A short one. I'll damage my relations with Portugal a bit, to see if I can actually annex a puppet. That's not very productive, annexing a puppet. They are already a subject, they're paying me money and all that. But if we want to, I'd like to know that we can. Oh, Nejd, such a surprise. Maybe I should just conquer them to make this stop. Right, who's the next power I have not subjugated yet? Oh, and we've reached 2 billion GDP. Austria and North Germany fighting each other. I could even cut them down to size. Me. Cutting them down to size for being too aggressive. Oh, Poland exists. Cool. Britain is the clear next target, however... Oh, Occitania. Are you richer? See, those countries really thrive under my management. Like France GDP, really high. Right, where was I? Oh, before Before Russia backed down, East India Company actually sided with them. That would have been interesting. One of the few remaining world powers. Queued up some more construction. A little bit. We're actually getting quite a lot of oil from Canada, from whaling. They are in our market, so I don't actually need to conquer them. Oh, also one more thing. Our new subjects, Circassia and Finland, are not puppets. Finland is a personal union and Circassia is a protectorate. Well, that just won't do with it. Let's switch that immediately. On the other hand, we might have more pressing matters because, see, who's the next target? Sort by GDP and look for non-great powers. France, subject. British, truce, Occitania subject. Russia, subject. Ottoman Empire, subject. Italy. Ha, there we go. Italy, your time has come. At the start of the play, we'll face these enemies, Italy, Sweden, and Greece. Really? Oh, well, it's time for Sweden then. Goodbye, Italy. Oh, also, I'm going to switch to chemical weapons. Why? Well, because this increases my power projection of my army. Makes us more scary, so there's a bigger chance they'll back down. I can switch it back when the fighting actually starts. All the fronts are covered in a rudimentary way. Let's see if anybody joins them or backs down. Also, at war goal. Make puppet out of Sweden. At war goal, make puppet out of Greece. Are you going to surrender? Is anybody leaning towards them? Got a treaty port. Do we want to enact this? With more radical pops. We have almost all radical pops and it's not a problem. But we don't want more radical pops. Great train smash. Whoa. Sure. Enjoy. Who's that? Parma. Parma is the small country over here. I'll probably make them a puppet as well, but let's see if anybody stronger joins who might be a better target. Oh, and they back down. Well, that's what happens if you're super strong. Is that? Not my problem, is what it is. Okay, who's next? Mine. Not mine completely. We need to damage our relations. Let's do that. And damage relations with Sweden and Denmark. Because we want to conquer all of them. And Switzerland. Can't reach Bavaria yet. Well, looks like I already damaged some relations enough. Oh, right, Portugal. Yeah, I was checking something. How long is the truce? December next year. I'll have to wait then. And that is Persia. Position 27, but a good target nonetheless. I think I should un-great power the United States, so that I can take them all in a subsequent war. Do you have oil? They do. From whaling stations. Where are those located? Well, California can have a lot of oil. I'm going to take California for myself, I think. Definitely. Let's check the United States for oil and invade them and take the oil provinces. Give them a taste of their own medicine, shall we? And there's oil rigs in Alberta. Okay. Where else? Texas. That's going to be a game changer for us. So much oil. So we want California, Texas, Alberta, possibly Oklahoma. I should just annex everything. There's whaling station options here, but we can get oil rigs, which is better, because we can get way more out of them. Right, you know what? Time has come for the United States. Conquer state. Let's start with California or Texas, whichever I see first. Conquer state, Texas. 33 infamy. We no longer care about infamy. Good riddance, United States, and goodbye. Let's see if they back down, if anybody supposes them or anything. Actually, it would be very good for them to back down, because then they could get a truce for a single state, and I'm not going to settle for a single state otherwise. Customs union broken. Who? Greece. Oh, right, because they are a puppet. No, they're not. Oh, right, they were supposed to be. It's fine. I'll just get them later. Now, the real question is, can we, in the remaining 27 years of the game, conquer the entire world? We still have to break the great powers, because you can't take them in a single war. I think I'll beat up the United States, and that's gonna be it for this video. And in the next one, we'll see if I can actually complete a world conquest. Well, counting puppets as conquered, because, you know, subjects count as well, don't they? Because the color changes on the map, and that's what matters. You're ambitious, but you surrendered anyway. That's the magic of having power projection of your army of 20,000, while your enemy has a power projection of their army of 1,500. So we have quite a bit more, don't we? Okay, this is actually going relatively well. How humiliated were the United States by this? Not nearly enough. However, do you get my oil rigs? There's a lot of turmoil here. I would actually prefer to make them puppet, but, you know, if they're gonna back down like this, there's not much I can do, and they're a great power, so I cannot directly request for them to be a puppet. Well, I didn't expect them to back down, actually, after they asked for so much in the peace deal, so maybe let's keep going for a little while. East India Company is gonna be an issue. Essentially, all the great powers are going to be an issue. At this point, I'm not worried about being strong enough to conquer the world. I'm worried about having enough time to conquer the world, with truces and everything. So perhaps we should go after the great powers now, just to reduce the rank. How about that? East India Company. I don't actually want to conquer states from them. Humiliate. That could work. Ooh, a lot of people would join you. I would actually prefer to transfer subjects from them. But maybe it would be better to attack someone they have a defensive pact with, like Greece. Then I could fight them again later. Or rather, no, then I could not take stuff directly, but just transfer subjects, which would be superior in my opinion. Should I do Greece? No, you know what? I need to plan this out properly. Clearly, going full infamy has worked. Oh, let's not forget to prioritize those oil rigs. We built ourselves up to be strong enough to do this. Now we have a quarter of the game left. Is that enough time to take over the entire world? That's the real issue. And you'll find out in the next part of this series. Or the next 2 parts. I'm not sure how long this will take me, because that's a lot of small fights, isn't it? And I would also like to boost our economy a bit more afterwards, if we succeed. Right, I'm gonna end this video here. Let me know how you like it. How you like the semi-episodic style of this, because Victoria 3 is too slow, too long to just make this all into a single video. That would be a 5-hour video. And, that's not really optimal. And on the other hand, I know regular Let's Play without editing is pretty much dead by now. So do you like it like this, or would you prefer smaller, focused videos, like my first part where we brought Great Qing from a backward nation to #1 in the world? You know, like smaller focus, like break free from your overlords or form Poland or stuff like that, or long semi-episodic content like this. Do let me know. I will probably post some polls, but I want to put more videos out before so you can decide for yourself which you prefer. Right, let's end this video for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.